Hey guys, how you doing? Nick Braun here. Hey, it's May 17th, 2020. It's almost Memorial Day weekend, and I decided to put together a YouTube video on a little roof repair. A lot of people on the internet had some questions and comments, and as well as myself. I give a lot of props to the Facebook group and Derek at Coleman Parts, and some YouTube videos helped me try to do this. And I just want to show some things in my trials and tribulations of putting on a new roof. So real quick, I want to do a quick walk around. It's a 2003 Bayside Elite. My dad purchased it probably about 15 years ago, and passed away 5 years ago, and had a lot of great memories on it, and hasn't been used very much since he passed, and we decided to get it back in action. So as you guys can see here, got a lot of cracking in the ABS. Got an AC unit up there I'm going to pull off, try to replace the gasket and repair it. Got an awning rail there. Overall, I think it's got great bones, just needs a little bit of love here. So next 4 days I'm going to try to videotape and document what's going on, and go from there. So our first goal is to pop this puppy open, go inside, and remove some bolts from the interior and remove the AC unit. And then our next goal is going to be pull off this roof seal and start from there. So anyhow, I'm at my sister's house and my brother-in-law, Spring Loaded Farms. We got a nice bay there, and next to the horse stable, and we're gonna try to knock this out before Memorial Day weekend. I just realized the state parks are open this Friday for Memorial Day weekend. It got me a little bit excited to use this puppy. So anyhow, I'll keep in touch as the day goes on. Looking forward to helping you guys out. Alright guys, phase one's complete. Got the ABS off. The AC unit's still on there. We're going to pull it up. That took about an hour and a half. So y'all are material here. The first part came off real easy up top. The front was really flaky. We did take these off. Looking back, we probably should have cut around those. We'll find out. Definitely is foam, and so we moved that off. It came off pretty good. Several tools that I recommend. The back was really tough for the back third. Almost like every 6-inch piece. We did come through and we cut the corner, and that helped us release the back half. So tools that we used here, some big heavy snips, chisel, hammer, and I'd probably say the most valuable tool was this guy here. Painter's tool, and that worked out great. Basically went here and knocked it off and peeled. Hammer and a Dremel help use it off. So now our plan is to get up in there, remove the unit, and hopefully maybe sand today, or I'll figure it out, clean the awning. Got plenty to do. Alright guys, we're in the camper. We're trying to remove the AC unit. We took off the I don't know where the top cover back there, and I just had 2 screws, one right there, and this way is where the actual knobs are. Took the knobs off, and one here. So we're hoping that potentially there's 4 bolts here. Take off these 4 bolts. I disconnected this here. Pull this off. Hopefully this comes off with the unit. So we'll see. All right, phase 2 or 3 complete. The AC unit's off. So what we did here is we took this first plate off that's down below. This was sitting up here, kind of like this. We took the 4 bolts out, and there was 2 screws down there that we pulled out too that released it. So now we have a nice opening. There's a cord here we removed. That's sitting down now. We got a nice opening. Hopefully we're going to push down the top and remove the AC unit and go from there. Hopefully here we also remove this plate as well. This plate was sitting on top, just like that. We pulled this guy off with 4 screws, so we have about, I think, 8 screws total. Yeah. Alright, we had a little alteration here. We realized that after taking this off and the plate off, we want to go back and lower the camper top, and we can't do that with this connected. So what we did here is we went in and unplugged the 20 amp plug here and put that in a bag, and we are going to feed this line back through. These are kind of some funky heads here that we're not really sure, so instead of removing those, we're going to go back and just feed the line back out and remove this unit and break the camper back down, lower the roof on it, and take the AC unit off. It's about 1 o'clock. It's going really well. The ABS is removed. We removed the top of the AC unit. We got a nice hole. It's definitely foam. I thought it might have been fiberglass, but this is a foam top. Again, 2003 Coleman Bayside Elite. Looks pretty good. We just wiped it down with the air hose and made sure it looked relatively good. According to Grizzly Grip, they don't use any Scotch fiber, any pads or sanding. You just put the Grizzly Grip on right then and there. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep it all and get a first coat of Grizzly Grip on today. You need to get a new AC shroud. This one's really brittle. I haven't laid eyes on or touched it, but when we pull it off, it's really brittle. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy a new one of those. That Coleman mop.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Nick. He is preparing to apply the first coat of Grizzly Grip to the 2000 something Bayside Elite Coleman camper. We've shaken it quite extensively, and the Grizzly Grip has accelerator. Oh yeah, look at that. That's beautiful. Nick is wearing an appropriate level of PPE for working outside. That is some cool shit. Wow. Even thin coverage is really good, dude. Like, not joking. Like, I was kind of joking on this video, but
or no?
No. Just keep spraying what you got. The coverage on that is way better than I thought it was going to be. A little thick in the middle there. Yep. Yeah. I think with this coat, bro, I would probably just do...
Roll it?
No, I don't even know that I'd roll this yet.
Roll it.
No, use the whole can before you start rolling it, because the roller's only going to suck up that paint. Just watch that hole there. Yeah, spread that with the putty knife. Get it nice and even, and then rolling is just going to put some texture on it. That's spreading way better with the putty knife than I thought it was going to. There you go.
When you get the first coat on, we are rolling. Came out really nice. I used a 3/4 inch nap roller, and instead of ones they gave me, but overall it came out real nice. First coats on. Stuff does really stink. Had a respirator on, but came out real nice. And just now waiting patiently for it to dry. I'm gonna plan on doing another coat today. Might rain this week, so other than that, I'm pretty happy with it, and we'll see how it goes. I'm back. It's day 2 of the camper. First coat looks fantastic. Also, I forgot to share with you guys, I guess what I used. So basically, it was Grizzly Grip. It was a white, fine, and it had the accelerated added, so you shake it up and put it on. It turned out really nice. And so now my plan today is do the second coat. See where that gets me. Also, it's the square footage is 7 by 12, and I used about 4.5 coats. The first coat, and I have about 3 left. So they gave me a 4 by 8. This is fantastic. If you need to get a 3/4 nap, that worked really well, and turned out pretty well. So today my plan is to go in here and add some more and get hardened up. So overall, I'm very, very pleased how it looks, and we'll go from there. My plan for this week is I ordered the AC shroud, and I'm still working on trying to get an awning and figure out what I want to do here to put it. Either, I'm not sure yet, I might just epoxy it, glue it onto this piece here. We'll see. Anyhow, my goal is to go today, maybe wait 5 days, come back on Friday. It is a little overcast today, but luckily I called Midwest. They said that it's a moisture curing, so the more moisture in the air the better, and so it's kind of a gloomy day. So I'm gonna plan on open the bay doors up and paint inside today. Put a fan on and use a respirator and paint. This is Saturday, May 23rd. Continuing on with our repair. The goal is hopefully remove this AC shroud, and this one's kind of old and brittle from the unit, and then try to replace it with this new guy I got on eBay. Guy recommended it, so we're gonna see what happens here, and hopefully it's the same size. I'm not sure the model. I'll get to that in a little bit. Took the shroud off here. Got some nice Hornets there, and there's my unit. Again, I think it works as far as I know. Back at the camper now. AC shroud did fit. Pretty excited about. Now our goal is to replace the roof seal, so we are going to also put these back on here. Turned out really nice. Grizzly grip, second layer. I did that on Monday. Today's Saturday, so let it sit. Overall, pretty happy. So I'm gonna go in here and prep this stuff here and show you all how to do the roof seal. I got that from Coleman pop-up campers. That down there. Also going to replace this storage box too. This nap though was phenomenal. I took off all my decal. I got new ones to put on, but I used naphtha and a razor blade knife. Right now I'm going to go through and clean up in there and clean all this layer before I put my roof seal on, and clean down there as well. So I got a little work to do before I put the roof seal on. Man, I think the hardest part so far is the back side of the camper. I think my dad had resealed up under here, and not too bad here, but boy, when I get up in this area, it looks like it was already sealed. It's been probably the hardest part of the job so far is get rid of all this, maybe some silicone that he put on previously. So I'm working with a little razor and trying to do the best I can, but if someone's resealed it once already, it might be a little bit challenging to get in here and clean this up. Got here the storage box. Clean the underside of the roof here. Storage box cleaned up. Put a couple rivets here to secure this up into the top of there that's falling loose. A nice wash and caulk it. So we're moving along nicely. Just opened the storage box up, replaced this nice seal. Went on fairly easily. Looks great. I recommend doing that if you need to. And I think it got 12.5 feet. I had 2 feet left over, so that fits real nice. Next up, the big roof seal. The roof seal. That was a doozy. We had a sledgehammer out. We ended up using our hands. Starting the back, just pressed like this, pressed up all around it. Had the heat gun. Press the corners up. Looks pretty good. And started back at the very back. Worked our way left, walked around, wrapped it back up and right to here. So pretty good here. Heat gun the corners. Put these back on, brackets back on, and looks great. I also mentioned I had to put this part back here was separating, so I ended up putting a little aluminum strap with some rivets, and to keep that up, I might caulk this area and make it tight. So yeah, I'm really pleased so far. We're rolling along. Next up is going to be put the AC unit up, moving on out here, and then hook the AC back on. Work on the AC now. We pulled off the main square gasket. I'm going to put that guy on. There's another one down below here, which I recommend match up to this guy, and then 2 other ones go on. So I've cleaned it all up. Gonna put those on with adhesive strips in the back side of this, and then put on the camper and raise it up. Guys, next thing we're doing now is putting on this awning track railing. I bought this from the local RV store, 16-foot aluminum awning. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a bead of caulk on there, and then I think we plan on do a couple of screws into the directly in the foam. So we ran some caulk here, and just putting these little screws in. I'm pretty sure it looks really nice. So we have a caulk here, and it runs through just like that. So it's gonna look pretty. That's gotta be just fine. Guys, 4 o'clock. We got the gasket in, AC units back in, and my plan now is to chop it all back down and put the shroud on and call it a day. Alright, man, May 23rd, Memorial Day weekend, 4:30. Got it all squared away. New roof, got a grizzly grip, got the track awning on, AC shroud. Man, new storage box. That was a lot of hard work. Man, she's ready to rock and roll. And if you have any questions, leave comments and I'll try to figure them out. Or go on Facebook and find some of those Coleman pop-up group, any of those. A ton of props. Everybody helped me out, I guess, in Facebook and internet, and a lot of research, but she's finally done, and can't wait to take her out. Hopefully next week. Y'all take care.